For me, it's 10% content, 90% DMs in terms of actually converting, between actually getting to that stage of the rumble in the jungle, in the nest, yeah, through the bird of paradise. So what's your thoughts on that? Do you agree about that? Is relationship building more important than creating content itself?
As you said, coaches are always, or most of the time, type B, so they don't want to seem salesy. And obviously, a lot of them, especially the ones that we've talked to anyway, on previous podcasts as well, have had issues with dropping in the DMs. Even when people have liked their post before, they're like, "Oh, I don't want to DM them really." I think that's more of a mental block than anything.
Yeah.
They've seen you, they've liked your post, you can help them. Why wouldn't you DM them?
Yeah.
What is it's changing that mindset from I'm trying to get a response from them to I'm trying to actually help them. I'm trying to give them something rather than try and take their energy or their time or whatever that is. It's giving them help. And the worst case is you get ghosted. The best case is you get a new client. So I think it's really easy. Warm DMs especially. If you're not doing warm DMs, I think what's the point of posting content? Because you're only getting like 10% of the results
Yeah.
from the content itself. 90% of it will come from talking to people, diagnosing problems, helping people for free in the DMs, like personally one to one. That makes a massive difference compared to just talking about someone else on content. That's just like the door, the gateway into it. What you need to do then is do it for them for free. Get them on a call because obviously you've shown that you can help them, and pretty much it just sells itself. So you don't even need to be that good at sales. I mean, anyone who's been on a sales call with me will know I'm not good at sales. I'm rubbish. Most of the time, I'm not even talking. I'm just listening to them diagnosing the problems, but they already trust me, and they're just telling me their problems. I'm like, yeah, we can do this, 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 and they're like, okay, where can I pay? And it kind of sells itself. So you can be so good at marketing that you don't even need sales, but you can't be so good at marketing that you don't need to deliver for your clients as well. So the two things you need are just to be a good coach, to be an okay marketer, and that's going to get you far. I mean, most coaches are either 95% good coach, 5% good marketer, so rubbish marketer, or they're 95% marketer, brilliant marketing, but they can't deliver, they've got 5% coaching. When you get both of those to even 50%, it's just going to grow exponentially compared to if you were at the same percentages, but they're like that. If they're like, even if you're a little bit better coach and you've got some solid marketing, your thing is going to sell itself really, and the positive word of mouth on top of that, you're set up for success.
More chance of landing in the nest,
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
there
Yeah.
you go.
You said something really interesting about discovery calls. I think that would be a good point to go on to, isn't it? This idea of how do you actually convert, right? So the content's one bit, and that's incredibly important, right? Of course, is a dream. You want them just to see the content and buy. And that's what happens
Yeah,
if you have a product, yeah? If you have a book or whatever it might be.
yeah.
But coaching's slightly different, isn't it? Yeah,
Buy
you've
a
got to
ticket.
build that relationship. That's right. How do you catch a whale?
Yeah,
Yeah, and that's part of that nurturing process because you don't just reel in a well. There's going to be a lot more to it than that. So that's what that process is about. I loved what you said about discovery calls, right? Because most coaches I've seen, and I've watched lots of discovery calls, okay, most coaches go, me, 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 me. I'm
yeah,
this special. I've got this qualification. I've done this, right? But it's not about them. We've openly talked about this being like the hourglass. Yeah. You bring them in, 10% you, 90% them about their problems, while you listen and you answer. Yeah. Actual coaching itself.